Hi children, today we are going to discuss the topic the revival of Italian states. The revival of Italian states. We know very well that this is the world map, and there are, as we know, that there are 6 continents, and here, if you observe, this is the Europe, and here this is Italy. This is Italy. Today we are going to learn how the Italian states were revived. In 14th and 15th centuries, and there are important cities like Milan, Venice, Florence. They were able to conquer other city-states. For example, if we go to the Italy, some of the important states of Italy, we observe here and here there are some important cities. We have already learned about the Rome. So these are the important cities of Italy. Here this is Milan, Florence, Venice, Papal States, and Naples. And here we have got this Republic of Geneva also. And among them, what are the important cities? Milan, Venice, Florence, and Geneva. And what happened? How these cities, when the world was ruling by Roman Empire, so this is the Roman Empire, and this color we call it as Eastern Roman Empire, and this is Western Roman Empire. And these two very important. And the another name of this Eastern Roman Empire, we call it as Byzantine Empire. And so even we have got a clear outlook of this Roman Empire during Pax Romana, and this is once again the Roman Empire, and this is see here, and this is the area which darkens with the green color. This is nothing but ruled by Muslims, or we call it as Ottoman Empire. So this is Ottoman Empire, almost this North Africa, see here. So this is the basically, and almost Africa and Arabia, all these countries were under the control of these Muslim rulers. And there was when these Byzantine Empire and Ottoman Empire, and as well as so this is Byzantine Empire. This is Eastern Roman Empire, what we call it as Byzantine Empire. And this Byzantine Empire and as well as Islamic countries, and they want to expand their trade. and there's the ports on the Italian coast. Because of that, why these Italian cities were revived. So these are the Italian cities. See here, okay, Milan and Venice, Florence, and even Geneva. So these are the Italian cities and coastal cities. These coastal cities, when these two empires, the Byzantine Empire and as well as Ottoman Empire, they want to expand their trade, and that's why, and these cities were revived, and such we call it as the revival of Italian states. And why such thing happened concerned? We know very well that we have already discussed the Renaissance, nothing but it was a rebirth of ancient Greek and Roman thinking styles. And both Roman and Greek civilizations were Mediterranean cultures, as is Italy. See here, it was a rebirth of ancient Greek and Roman thinking styles, and both Roman and Greek civilizations were Mediterranean cultures, as is Italy. And even during those days, Renaissance is considered to have begun in the city-states like Florence, Milan, Naples, Rome, Venice, and Geneva. And that's why they got good prominence for these cities. And not only that, these Mongols, and they opened up trade with China. And so these people, these Mongols and Chinese people, they expand their trade with Western European countries. And that's why during this trade also, the Italian states played a vital role regarding the expansion of trade. So that's why, and some states among these Italian states, especially as a Florence and Venice. See, this is Florence and Venice. So this is Venice and Florence, and they become as republics. So, and even other cities also, and take for example Papal States and Naples, and as well as Sicily, Naples, Papal States, and some other countries, they were under the rule of princes, and these not only these, the most vibrant cities was Venice, and as well as Geneva. So these are the important cities, especially regarding these Italy concern. And here what happened concern, they were different from other parts of Europe. The clergy were not politically dominant here. Geneva and as well as Venice, who were the rulers during 14th and 15th century, not church authorities. Clergy people is nothing but not church authorities. They were not rulers politically, and nor there were no powerful feudal lords also. There were no powerful feudal lords. We already discussed about this feudalism or middleman between the king and the common people. And rich merchants and bankers actively participated. That we have to consider regarding this Venice and Geneva concern. Who were the active personalities in this Geneva and as well as Venice concern is rich merchants and bankers. And what happened, that it helped the idea of citizens to strike road. Yes, and they planted a seed of nationalism, or as well as citizenship. And some towns, they were ruled by military dictators, but the pride felt by the towns people being citizens did not weaken. That's all. How the revival of Italian states came into existence, especially during the 14th and 15th centuries. That is about the revival of Italian states.